Single dad helped the same woman every morning. Then she said something that changed everything. The first morning it happened, it didn't feel like anything special. It was just an ordinary weekday in broad daylight, in a busy supermarket parking lot, where people came and went rushing through their lives without noticing anyone else. But for Reese Maddox, a single father trying to survive each day with discipline, that morning became the beginning of something that would eventually break open a truth no one saw coming. Because that morning, while he was buckling his little daughter Lucy into their small silver sedan, he noticed a woman struggling with bags beside a bus stop. He didn't know her name then. He didn't know her story. He didn't know that this same woman would become part of his routine, part of his mornings, part of the quiet rhythm of his life, until one sentence from her would change everything. And that is where this story really begins. Before we go deeper, if you believe that sometimes strangers are angels living quietly among us, if you believe that the smallest kindness can rewrite someone's future, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Touch of Kindness Stories right now. Because this story is exactly about that. Reese was exhausted from work, being both father and mother to a 6-year-old child who deserved the world. He worked construction, early mornings, long days, scraped knuckles, and sometimes broken spirit, but he never allowed Lucy to see that part. All she ever saw was her dad, who made her pancakes on Saturdays, braided her hair even though he wasn't good at it, and held her hand when she got nervous. They lived in a small rented townhouse, not fancy, not expensive, but warm, with drawings taped to the fridge and tiny shoes scattered near the door. Reese lived paycheck to paycheck, but he wasn't ashamed. He was a man who believed honesty and effort mattered more than luxury. That first morning, Lucy noticed the woman too. She was dressed neatly, but her steps were slow, careful, as if every movement cost energy she didn't have. She carried 2 grocery bags like they weighed more than groceries should. Reese wouldn't have said anything. He never liked to interfere, but Lucy tugged his sleeve and whispered in her tiny daytime voice, "Daddy, she looks tired." Reese hesitated only half a second. Then he walked over, kindly asked if she needed help, and she accepted with a grateful but embarrassed smile. Her name, he learned that day, was Marina. She was soft-spoken, polite, with quiet eyes that looked like they'd held storms before. He offered to carry her bags into the bus shelter and stayed until her bus came. Nothing dramatic. It took maybe 5 minutes. But she whispered "thank you" in such a fragile way that it stuck with him. The next morning, same supermarket parking lot, and there she was again. Same time, same place, same bus. So he helped again. Then the next day, and the next. Days turned into weeks, and little by little, without planning, without words, it became their silent morning routine. Lucy would smile at Marina every day. Reese would carry the bags. They didn't talk much, but sometimes Marina looked at Reese with an expression that felt like she was trying to memorize every act of kindness, as if she needed to collect it like medicine. Point one morning, though, something changed. Reese noticed bruises on her wrist, small but unmistakable, the kind you can't make accidentally. He didn't ask. He didn't want to pry. Marina avoided eye contact that day, and shook slightly when he took the bags from her hands. That a storm was happening behind her eyes.